It needs to be safe, it needs to be legal, and it needs to be accessible.
Right now, a package of bills Democrats say would make abortion anything but that are headed to the governor's desk. We'll explain why they likely will not become law.
Coming at just the right time as virus cases spike among young people, how soon children could get their first dose of a COVID vaccine.
Plus, nothing is off the table. What we're learning about possible criminal charges after last week's deadly movie set shooting. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. The Republican-controlled state assembly sending a package of abortion-related bills to the governor.
But they aren't expected to become law. Democrats who all opposed them expect Governor Evers to veto them. Assembly Republicans said today the measures will reduce the number of abortions in the state. But Democrats say this is a step backward in women's health care.
We should be supporting children and families instead of limiting access to vital reproductive health care.
This is not an anti-abortion bill. This is a bill that is simply about protecting the lives of children that survive an abortion attempt.
Governor Evers vetoed similar bills this past session, something Democrats say he will likely do again. Republicans don't have enough votes in the legislature to override the governor's veto.
Meanwhile, Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul is joining the effort, asking the Supreme Court to block the abortion ban in Texas. Kaul says the law is unconstitutional and puts the health of women at risk. Therefore, it must be enjoined.
And the governor today in Eau Claire, that's where he announced a $2 million investment from the state to support mental health services in underserved communities. The money will focus on Hmong and Southeast Asian Wisconsinites. It'll help fund the state's United Coalition of Mutual Assistance Association and its Project Resiliency Initiative. DHS will work with the group to provide culturally sensitive services. New at 5, a former EMT has been found not guilty of sexually assaulting a patient. Tim Ovidal was accused of sexually assaulting the patient while she was being transported to Stoughton Hospital in 2019. Today's verdict comes after 3 days of trial where the patient, Ovidal, and nurses all testified. The 64-year-old patient says Ovidal exposed himself to her. Ovidal told the court he only did his job and delivered care. Well, let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Meteorologist Dana Fulton out on the weather patio. Dana?
Right now we still have a lot of sunshine coming through, but the cloud coverage is slowly starting to build in, and that's going to come in front of our rain chances for tomorrow. Looking at our visible cloud track, we certainly started the day with mostly sunny skies. Areas to the west of Dane County, though, in Crawford, Richland, Grant County, likely already becoming mostly cloudy. Certainly seeing that thicker cloud coverage off to the west where there's a little more rain in Minnesota and Iowa right now. And Madison still enjoying some sunshine. Sunset's about 50 minutes away. Temperatures in the mid-50s right now, so a very comfortable afternoon with a light breeze for us. Those showers, again, mainly off to the west, but they will steadily build in as we look ahead to your Thursday. Right now, it looks like we're going to stay dry overnight, but your Thursday is going to be a little more soggy outside. 56 in Madison, 55 in Janesville and in Monroe right now. For your Thursday, mostly cloudy with rain developing throughout the day. Temperatures will land in the middle 50s. This shower chance might linger into early Friday, but then we will be dry for the weekend. We'll take a closer look at your full 10-day in just a few minutes.
All right, Dana, thank you. Rising EMS calls and declining staffing at rural fire and EMS departments is reaching a crisis level.
That's according to a new report out today from the Wisconsin Policy Forum, the culmination of years of research and other reports. Naomi Coles joins us from the Jefferson Fire Department. Naomi?
That's right. My photographer and I have been here for much of the afternoon, and during that time and since this morning, the 2 EMS teams here have responded to multiple medical calls. Now, calls like that are increasing across the state, and yet the staff left to respond to them are the same. It's a crisis hitting departments, both those that handle just fire calls and those that employ paramedics as well.
We are at a point today in many communities where you call 911 and maybe nobody's coming, depending upon the time of the day that it is.
The Wisconsin Policy Forum report finds an aging population and a lack of funds to pay people is contributing to that growing crisis. And consolidating departments can be a solution, but one that often comes with issues of its own. Now join me at 6 o'clock to hear why fire chiefs are calling on the governor and the Wisconsin state legislature with fixes that they say have been neglected for far too long.
All right, look forward to that, Naomi. Thank you. Well, Dane County has the lowest number of COVID cases in the state. Health officials say 21 41% of those cases involve patients under 18. They hope that number will decrease once more children are vaccinated. Pfizer's vaccine, recently approved by an FDA advisory panel, that allows children 5 to 11 to receive a lower dose of the shot. The chief medical officer at Children's Wisconsin talked about why the vaccine is so important.
We know that the best form of treatment is prevention, so it is very exciting and very welcome that the potential for more individuals to receive COVID-19 vaccine is on the horizon.
Final approval for the vaccine could come as early as next week.
With approval of Pfizer's vaccine for children possibly just days away, the White House is preparing to administer the shots. CBS's Deborah Alfarone explains what that will look like and what it could mean for parents.
Out of 18 voting members, 17 voted yes.
An independent FDA advisory panel voted to authorize a lower dose of the Pfizer COVID vaccine for kids ages 5 to 11. Final approval could come as early as next week, giving parents a decision to make.
I think there are many families across the country awaiting the opportunity to get kids 5 to 11 vaccinated. And at the same time, there are, as you point out, some families that have outstanding questions.
The White House says it's planning a public relations campaign to educate parents about the benefits of vaccination.
Medical experts, including pediatricians and family doctors, trusted parents, and other outside stakeholders who will amplify accurate information online and in media appearances.
Catherine Yonioka, a mother of twin 8-year-olds, has determined she has no major concerns with the risks.
It means getting back to normalcy. We've been very careful for the first year because my son has neurological issues. So I'm first in line to get that shot for them.
A CBS News poll showed only about a third of parents are like Yonioka, saying they'll definitely get their kids vaccinated when it is approved for use. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, the White House.
The White House says polls showed only about a third of adults were eager to get the vaccine when it was first authorized, but today, nearly 80% of adults have had at least one shot. You can be the first to know when the children's vaccine is approved by downloading our Channel 3000 News app. It's free and available in the App Store.
The principal at Madison East High School is being reassigned after student protest over how the school handled an alleged sexual assault. The Madison School District says Sean Levy has accepted a position as the district's director of secondary multi-tiered support and scheduling. East Assistant Principal Nikki Smith will now serve as interim principal for the rest of the school year. She's been the assistant principal there for the past 11 years. 4 juveniles arrested today after crashing a stolen vehicle on Madison's west side. Officers say it happened this morning near the intersection of Raymond Road at Whitney Way. The juveniles hit a curb, then took off running pretty close to Toki Middle School. Police notified school staff after the incident. All 4 were taken into custody. And we're continuing coverage now of the deadly shooting on the set of an Alec Baldwin movie.
New Mexico investigators found hundreds of rounds of ammunition on the movie set, including blanks and live rounds. The Santa Fe Sheriff's Office says a lead projectile used in the incident was recovered. Investigators say the gun was given to Baldwin by Assistant Director David Halls. Halls allegedly shouted that the gun was cold, meaning there were no rounds in the weapon.
We're going to try and determine exactly how that happened and if they should have known that there was a live round in that firearm.
We can't say that it was negligence by whom, how many people were involved. We can't say that with any certainty at this point.
The Sheriff's Office is also investigating a report that some crew members may have used the guns on set for target practice earlier that day. A John Deere employee striking in Illinois is dead. Police say the man was hit by a car this morning while walking to the picket line near the John Deere Parts Distribution Center. The 56-year-old was a member of the United Auto Workers Union. About 10,000 John Deere workers have been on strike for 2 weeks over a wages and benefits disagreement. A federal judge is ordering the LA County Sheriff and Fire Chief to answer questions about photos of the Kobe Bryant crash scene. Those images is leaked after Bryant and 8 others were killed in a helicopter crash last year. His widow, Vanessa Bryant, is suing the county over the photos. She claims they were shared by sheriff's office and fire department officials in settings that were irrelevant to the investigation.
As President Biden prepares for a series of major conferences on the global stage, congressional Democrats are racing against the clock, eager to deliver a deal before he departs for Europe. Chris Whiten with more now from Washington.
Hoping to secure support for President Biden's Build Back Better plan, White House officials met Wednesday with key holdouts, including West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin, who says he believes an agreement can still be reached.
To expand social programs when you have trust funds that aren't solvent, they're going insolvent, I can't explain that. It doesn't make sense to me. I want to work with everyone as long as we can start paying for things.
The initial $3.5 trillion spending bill is now expected to be roughly half its original size, but would still address climate change, universal pre-K, and health care, among other issues.
When it's ready, it will be ready.
Senate Republicans are united in their opposition, but nearly all Senate Democrats want to tax the richest of the rich, forcing billionaires to help pay for the package and increase tax rates for top corporations.
What we're trying to do is ask the wealthy, the very wealthy, to pay their fair share in order to finance some improvements in regular people's lives.
Progressives say a deal ahead of President Biden's trip to the G20 summit, followed by a United Nations climate conference, would strengthen his argument for a stronger global response to climate change.
The big win on climate is in the Build Back Better Act, not the infrastructure bill. So we have to do both together to give him that credibility that he really needs to be able to go there with.
The $1 trillion bipartisan infrastructure bill passed by the Senate has yet to be voted on in the House. In Washington, I'm Chris Whiten.
And before Friday's G20 summit, President Biden will meet with Pope Francis in Vatican City. And still ahead at 5, the Attorney General back in front of lawmakers talking about the politicization of the Justice Department.
And a plane that made an emergency landing in Madison has left the Dane County Regional Airport. We'll tell you what we know about the investigation. And then coming up at 6, the little boy who went missing near Milwaukee will be laid to rest in Madison. New details on his funeral coming up at 6.
On Wall Street today, the Dow falls 266 points in midweek trading. The Nasdaq basically unchanged today. The S&P falls 23. We'll be right back.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. Habish, and Rotier, we fight for what's right.
Why settle for any Medicare plan when you can choose 5-star Medicare Advantage HMO plans exclusively from Quartz? Starting as low as $0 per month, including medical, hospital, and prescriptions, and dental, vision, and hearing aid benefits. Learn more by requesting your free Medicare Advantage plan comparison guide from Quartz today. Quartz offers the region's top-rated Medicare Advantage plans, and they're now even more exciting. New for 2022, the Quartz Cash Card gives you the freedom to spend up to $460 annually on a variety of health-related products and services. And Quartz gives you access to an all-star team of high-quality providers featuring UW Health, giving you the 5-star treatment you deserve. Because at Quartz, you're the star of our 5-star Medicare Advantage plans. Learn more now by requesting your free Medicare Advantage plan comparison guide from Quartz today.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
Are you looking for a pre-owned vehicle? The team at Bergstrom Automotive has got you covered. Shop 2,000 used vehicles, all with Bergstrom's negotiation-free, upfront pricing, including their exclusive 7-day lowest price protection and 7-day money-back guarantee. Sounds pretty good. Great selection, great value, great rates, and a team that truly cares. Shop and purchase at BergstromAuto.com or any Bergstrom location. Bergstrom Automotive, driven to deliver.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Tonight at 6, new information on the serious shortage of emergency medical service personnel in Wisconsin, especially in smaller communities.
Find out how this could raise safety concerns in the future. Join us tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
I'm News 3 Now's Josh Spreiter. I'm visiting the people, places, and events that make this area one of a kind. Tell me what inspires you, and it might be featured on News 3 Now this morning.
In the 608, weekdays on News 3 Now this morning. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland back in the hot seat today, testifying before the Senate Judiciary Committee.
The panel held an oversight hearing into the Justice Department for the first time since 2017. GOP senators repeatedly questioned the AG over a DOJ memo addressing threats to school boards across the country, directing the FBI to take steps to work with state and local officials responding to harassment and threats to school officials.
Did you consider the chilling impact your memorandum would have on parents exercising their constitutional rights?
The only thing this memorandum is about is violence and threats of violence.
Senators from both parties demanded answers from the Department of Justice on a wide range of issues, including how the department botched the investigation into former USA Gymnastics doctor Larry Nassar. The department is revising its decision not to criminally charge 2 former FBI agents in that case.
Facebook says it's facing government investigations related to thousands of leaked documents. In a meeting this week with shareholders, Facebook said the documents were leaked by whistleblower Frances Haugen. Haugen left the company in May and has said Facebook has misled investors and the public about internal issues. Facebook shares are down nearly 11% in the last month.
An update to a story we've been following since Sunday. An American Airlines plane that made an emergency landing in Madison has left the Dane County Airport. The Airbus A321 diverted to Madison Sunday afternoon after there was smoke in the cabin and the cockpit. All 160 people on board safely departed the plane. It was flying from JFK in New York to Los Angeles. American Airlines has not said anything else about its investigation. In more local news, Operation Fresh Start is launching a brand new program. The OFS Conservation Graduate Crew is the only advanced level paid opportunity for young adults in our area to prepare for a career in natural resources management. Members will work and train with industry professionals and gain hands-on experience working in parks and natural areas throughout South Central Wisconsin.
For too long, the conservation and natural resource management field has been closed off to those without a college education. The industry can be extremely tight-knit, and it can be difficult to make connections necessary to advance one's career.
The group hopes to help diverse young adults land a career in the green industries of conservation of forestry without needing a college degree.
The state DNR says it hasn't issued licenses to hunters and trappers for this fall's wolf hunt. This after a circuit court stopped them from implementing the wolf harvest law. The DNR says it plans to keep working toward a wolf management plan. If you do see wolves attacking livestock, pets, or hunting dogs, or if they're exhibiting dangerous behavior, the DNR says you should call USDA Wildlife Services, and you can learn more on the DNR's website. Well, it's pretty nice out there today, but maybe some rain coming in. Here's meteorologist Dana Fulton with your certified most accurate forecasts.
Overall, it was a really nice day, and now we have some more cloud coverage building in. This line of showers and thunderstorms extending all the way through the country right now, so it's going to continue to march east, impacting almost every state in the Midwest and the Southeast along the way. Right now, we're seeing the strongest thunderstorms well to the south. Parts of Louisiana and Mississippi right now under a tornado watch. New Orleans included in that. Up in our direction, just light rain, barely seeing 1 or 2 little bits of lightning over the last few hours, so mostly rain more than just thunderstorms. And by the time it gets to us, likely just scattered showers for tomorrow. Still well off to the west, but in front of this, that cloud coverage is starting to creep in for our counties along the western edge of the state, and the showers will slowly creep in for tomorrow. The rain developing throughout the day on Thursday. Once the rain passes through, we're in a cooler trend for the weekend. weekend and certainly for next week for the start of November. And right now the weekend does look nice and dry for both Saturday and for Sunday. Skies becoming mostly cloudy overnight. It will be mild for early Thursday morning. Temperatures only dropping to the mid to low 40s for overnight lows. Throughout the day on Thursday, again staying cloudy with these scattered showers rotating in through the afternoon and evening. We'll continue to see those scattered showers into Friday morning, so it's certainly going to be a stretch of time that you'll want the umbrella on hand. Early Friday morning, we have a chance for showers. Most of that pulls off to the east, though, by the late afternoon and evening. Rainfall totals still generally trending around 1/2 inch. Areas south of Madison will likely see higher amounts. Areas north will see lesser amounts. That gradient there gaining a little higher towards the Wisconsin-Illinois state line with those shower chances really trending, again, the heavier amounts south of us. 54, the high for Madison tomorrow. Mostly cloudy skies. That rain will develop throughout the day and stick with us through the evening and into Friday morning. So it is more of a soggy trend for the end of the work week. But once we get through this rain line, we fall into a dry pattern, not just for the weekend, but really continues into next week as well. Chance for showers on Friday, mainly early in the day. For Saturday and Sunday, plan on mostly sunny skies, very seasonable temperatures in the 50s for afternoon highs. For Halloween Sunday, once the sun does set, we'll be falling through the 40s pretty quickly. So I would make sure to layer on up late in the evening on Sunday. For next week, the first week of November, we hold on to that dry trend through the work week. Really not seeing any opportunities to have any moisture build in right now, with high temperatures a little bit below average in the 40s and overnight lows trending near freezing. So it is a cooler trend for us stretching through next week into November. That time of year, though, we really start to see our temperatures pulling back quite a bit. As far as traffic is concerned right now, no accidents to report, which is always good news. We are seeing a few delays along the Beltline, though, mainly eastbound, the usual congestion spots. Westbound doesn't seem to have any major delays right now. Actually, in downtown Madison, it doesn't look too bad. For the interstate north and southbound on 39 and 90, we aren't seeing any slowdown spots. In fact, should be pretty smooth from Dane County through Rock County down to the state line in downtown Janesville. No stop and go spots for us right now. From the Beltline to Janesville, drive time at about 25 minutes, 16 minutes to get from Middleton to Sauk City, and downtown to Sun Prairie about 18 minutes this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
Dana, thank you. More disparities when it comes to health care. After the break, how breast cancer treatment is showing inequities in the health care system and what can be done to fix them.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Don't you wish you could wave a magic wand and have whiter teeth? Well, you can, but it's not magic. It's power swabs. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and boom, whiter teeth and a better smile. And since you're not dealing with messy trays or awkward strips, you're less vulnerable to the harsh sensitivity they sometimes create.
I've used strips. They seem to really hurt my teeth. The power swabs, it just seemed very gentle.
It's so simple and easy. You just open it, you apply it to your teeth, you forget it's there, and I noticed that they're white and bright again like they were before.
I noticed actually a difference the first time that I used power swabs. You put on the first coat and then the activator goes on and immediately you start seeing it working.
It only takes 5-minute applications to get a brighter, whiter smile with power swabs. You just snap, swab, and smile. Power swabs have been clinically studied to whiten natural teeth and remove stains from caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so powerful, it removes stains from coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking.
I love my coffee in the morning.
I will never stop drinking coffee. I will not be the person drinking hot coffee with a straw.
As much coffee as I drink, I can use my power swabs and eliminate the staining.
When I use the power swabs, I applied it directly to my front tooth where the coffee stain was.
I like being able to individually get the teeth, and most importantly, it got kind of in between the grooves.
You can put it directly on the stain that you see on your teeth, and it's so precise.
But as powerful as it is, it's also gentle and causes 0 to minimal sensitivity.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab, and I just got to rub it on my teeth, and that was it.
Take it from me as someone who has gone the dental route, but has also gone on the shelf route, and I've not really seen anything work as effective and as easy as power swabs.
Whiten your teeth today by ordering power swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free, plus you'll receive a free quick stick pen to use on the go after meals or a cup of coffee. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
There are lots of people who are confused about which Medicare plan is right for them. Hey, that's me. I barely know where to start.
Well, start here with me, Karen. I'm a licensed Humana sales agent.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Karen. I'm John Smith.
Hi, John. At Humana, we know you're unique, so you have different needs from other John Smiths.
Yeah, I've always thought so.
And together, we can find a plan that's right for you.
Great. I go to the doctor a couple of times a year, and I have some prescriptions, but I'm never fully sure of what's covered and what's not.
With Humana's all-in-one Medicare Advantage plans, you get coverage for hospital stays, doctor visits, and Part D prescription drug benefits, all for an affordable and sometimes no monthly plan premium.
Do you have any more information?
Sure. I'll get a decision guide in the mail to you today. They're free.
Finally, someone who understands the real me.
Call or go online now to get your free decision guide. Call a licensed Humana sales agent today. Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Next at 5 October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
There are disparities in treatment and survival of breast cancer for Black women. CBS News' Michael George has more on what could help bridge that gap.
Darlene Bassett Waters gets annual mammograms, and the 53-year-old has a message for other women after having 2 breast cancers identified early.
Don't put it off. If I would have put it off, you know, where would I be?
Research shows significant disparities for Black women in breast cancer detection and treatment. While Black and white women get breast cancer at about the same rates, Black women are 40% more likely to die from the disease and are also more likely to be diagnosed before age 40 when annual screenings typically start.
So we're dealing with the fact that Black women are more likely to be diagnosed with breast cancer that would not have been caught early by screening mammography. It's more likely to have been caught after they develop a symptom or a mass, which means it's typically later stage.
Dr. Lola Fayanju is a breast surgeon at Penn Medicine. She says with the risks for Black women, especially younger Black women, she encourages them to have a breast cancer risk assessment with their doctor at age 30 and also do self-breast exams.
So those are the real messages I want to convey to my fellow Black women, is that know your body, know your family history, take ownership of your health, and really definitely begin screening at 40, if not sooner, if you're found to have a family history that makes you at risk for a higher risk for breast cancer.
It's something Darlene wants her daughters to know.
My story to them was, this is the reason why we need to take care of our bodies.
Because she knows firsthand the importance of early detection and treatment. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Black women are also more likely to develop a specific type of aggressive breast cancer called triple-negative breast cancer, which has a poor prognosis because of a lack of effective treatments for the disease.
And stay with us. We're back with a final check of your first warn forecast after a short break.
Coming from the Midwest, we know that winter can chill to the bones. Menards has all the heating options to combat those cold months. Need heat wherever you are? Check out our endless options of space heaters. Want something for a cozy living space? Pick up one of our many fireplaces. Job sites? Home? We have your back. Menards has heating options for whatever situation you need it for, and get 11% off it all.
At U.S. Cellular, we know the local landscape, so we can help everyone stay connected for less. And less also means more, as in more choice. While the other guys may limit your options, at U.S. Cellular, you choose any phone and we make it free. That's right. Visit our store and any phone you see is free. Plus, get unlimited data for $30 a month and get the most out of our state-of-the-art network, wherever you choose to go. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
The holidays are doubly important this year.
so make your celebrations doubly special with our award-winning cave-aged Maurice cheese. Pick and save. Hey, you're right, we can't stop now. Let's take the special up a level with fresh, never frozen prime beef. Still not special enough? Add some surf to that turf with our sustainably caught seafood. Turn your taste buds up to 11 and have a doubly special holiday with Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Are you looking for a pre-owned vehicle? The team at Bergstrom Automotive has got you covered. Shop 2,000 used vehicles, all with Bergstrom's negotiation-free upfront pricing, including their exclusive 7-day lowest price protection and 7-day money-back guarantee. Sounds pretty good. Great selection, great value, great rates, and a team that truly cares. Shop and purchase at BergstromAuto.com or any Bergstrom location. Bergstrom Automotive, driven to deliver.
I have worked at Huffcore for the last 36 years.
Huffcore closing the plant, moving production to Mexico.
I gave my life and my body to that place. Ron Johnson pushed through a tax law that rewards outsourcing. Companies can bring profits back from Mexico tax-free. And worse, Ron Johnson profited personally from outsourcing. He has doubled his wealth since taking office. Tell Ron Johnson to stop putting his profits above our jobs.
Coming up on a busy news day, what you need to know about a rare genetic mutation that can dramatically raise the risk of developing breast cancer. The CBS Evening News is now just minutes away.
Illinois likes Sour Patch Kids, Iowa likes M&Ms, Wisconsin apparently likes Butterfingers. A new interactive map from CandyStore.com shows the most popular Halloween candies in each state. It used 14 years worth of data to put together that map. For many states, some kind of chocolate candy is at the top. Montana notable, though, because the winner there is bubblegum. So everybody's got a favorite.
Reese's all the way.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my favorite as well. All right, let's go to Dana. Final check.
Getting ready for our Sunday to start to get all that Halloween candy out. We got a little rain before we get there for Halloween. Scattered showers developing for your Thursday. Chance for rain on Friday. Dry, though, Saturday and Sunday. It'll be dry but cool outside for this weekend. High temperatures will be in the 50s. Overnight lows in the 30s. That means once we get past sunset on Halloween, temperatures will quickly fall through the 40s. So it is going to be chilly outside. Next week, the first week in November, high temperatures in the 40s. Does look like a nice dry stretch all the way through the work week with overnight lows near freezing.
All right, Dana, thanks. We're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. CBS Evening News is next. Stay tuned.